Right along, and then bring in Congressman Byron Donalds from Florida. Congressman Donalds, you're a key guy here in terms of this conversation about Elon Musk's free speech, which is brilliant, and the Hunter Biden laptop, hoax, which is not brilliant. But my interest, Byron, particularly, is to find out, with all of this, foreign influence, corruption influence, how much money did Joe Biden get? When did he get it, Byron? And is he still getting it? You follow me? This is foreign influence peddling run by Hunter Biden and his brother and who else. But remember the 10%. The big guy was going to get 10%. We don't know to this day what that means.
First of all, I'll tell you, I completely agree. We should be getting all that information. Here's the deal. Joe Biden, unfortunately for the United States, is actually setting economic and foreign policy agendas. Are his agenda items influenced by the business dealings of his brother and his son? Those are major implications for the United States. Let's take one major thing, energy. Joe Biden's whole administration is pushing for solar panels yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Well, listen, the minerals you need for solar panels are part of mines that Hunter Biden helped to facilitate the transaction to a Chinese company. So does Joe Biden love solar panels because he thinks they're the greatest thing since sliced bread? Or does he love them because of his son's business dealings and business interests? These are major implications in the United States, and the Oversight Committee is going to get down to the bottom of all of that and much, much more.
You're on that Oversight Committee, Byron?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah, all right. So that's really important. So the other one other element here, for 2 years, Mr. Biden, Papa Biden, Joe Biden, has said he had no knowledge of his son's business dealings. Now, I'm pretty sure that has already been disproven, or shall we say, that has proved to be a fraudulent statement. It seems to me this would be a good avenue of inquiry, would it not?
Oh, I totally agree with you. It has been disproven, not by just the facts, but it's disproven by common sense. Any father that spends that much time with their children knows what their children are doing. He was lying to everybody. The big media was gullible to accept it and not actually do their job and just have simple common sense questions. They just believed Joe Biden because they wanted him to become president. But what is sad now is all the corruption that the press and too many people up here on Capitol Hill would like to put on to Donald Trump and his family actually looks like it is sitting square in the White House today with Joe Biden, his brother, and his son.
Congressman, tell me how this is going to work. You all come in January 3rd. You're on the investigating committee. How does this work? Who's going to run it? Where the inquiry is going to be? Do you set up subcommittees? How does this work so you can get your arms around the whole thing? Because it's a substantial and very important undertaking.
Well, Ranking Member Comer is soon to become Chairman Comer. And what we're going to do is systematically go through the process of depositions, looking through the evidence, calling the hearings as they need to be called. But the Oversight Committee is also going to be focused on the business it has to do in other parts of holding the federal government accountable. House Republicans, we're going to be committed to walking and chewing gum at the same time, not just doing one thing. We're going to take care of a lot of things very, very quickly. But the one key delineation from us and the Democrats is the Democrats, they picked a target, they picked a conclusion, and they spent the last 6 years trying to get to that conclusion. We are going to let the evidence lead our investigations. We're going to let the evidence speak for itself.
There's no reason, or let me put it as a question. Is there any reason why you can't hold these investigatory hearings, these oversight hearings, and still do the people's business regarding economic growth? Less spending, keep the tax cuts, open the oil and gas spigots. In other words, you can walk and chew gum at the same time, can't you?
100%. Look, we have 222 Republicans. We have a bunch of committees all over the place that meet in all kind of rooms. Just because there's one topic du jour, namely Hunter and the laptop from hell, doesn't mean we can't get down to the business of the serious economic and energy reforms that our country needs, not only to stabilize itself, but to grow into the future.
Show me the money, Byron Donalds. Really, show us the money. I think that's never been opened up. That door has never been fully opened up. It's right there. Show us the money. He may still be getting the money for all we know, honestly.
No, I totally agree. We're going to get down to all of it. And let me add one last thing. There are suspicious activity reports that the Biden administration has blocked.
Right.
They've blocked these reports from Congress being able to view them. Meanwhile, under the Trump administration, the Obama administration, the Bush administration, Congress had full ability to get these reports. Joe Biden becomes president, all of a sudden, Congress can't get them. I mean, that stinks to high heaven. There's definitely a lot to see there.
Congressman Byron Donalds, thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much.